Lots of things going on today. Update on what's going on in the garage, cars that have sold, and things that should be coming. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, John Engel here, and I've got some great news. Today we're going to fix that by installing a brand new double dim. So today we're going to do an oil change and replace things.
Alright guys, so you might have already known that I sold the BMW Z3M. Now that one sold and I didn't really get the money I was looking for out of it, but that was okay. It still sold for about what I had into it, so it wasn't too much of a loss and it was gone. Next was the Prowler, and this one actually sold less than 24 hours. I can't thank everyone enough. As soon as I posted it, it shared like wildfire, and we had more people contact me to see about the car and to see when they could see it. From the time I listed it at 8 o'clock at night, I had already had 5 people that wanted to come see it. One came to see it at 9 o'clock the following morning. He got to look at it, drive it, test it out, and he liked it, but he wanted to go and find out about his finances. So he didn't make an offer, he was just gonna come back. And then as I was on my way to work at around 10:15, a gentleman gave me a call, said he wants the car, wired me the money, came up, picked up the car, everything was great. One of the easiest transactions that I've ever done. That's how buying and selling cars should be. I know that that's not really the preferred method. Most of the time when you're buying and selling cars, I will recommend that you see the car before you send the money, but this actually worked out really well, and we talked for a little bit so he felt a little more comfortable with it, but absolutely amazing. Now that I've got the cars sold, so I've sold the Z3 and I've sold the Prowler, I am in the market to buy something. I've been looking at all types of options. Of course, the Aston Martin Vantage is still a car that I want. Right now in the market, I'm seeing prices that are higher than normal. And I kind of had to ask around. I wasn't sure what was going on. I figured with the pandemic, it was going to be similar to a recession and I would see prices go down. Obviously, if you follow my channel, you know that I teach at a college, so I asked some of the other professors that were there, and one of them had mentioned that seeing that the pandemic hit, people have more disposable income to spend on larger objects because they can't go to concerts, they can't go out to eat, they can't go to bars, they can't do the normal stuff that would take a good chunk of disposable income. So now they can buy a car, and that has pushed up prices. Plus with the pandemic, new cars are somewhat limited because we had to shut down factories and make changes in how we do things. So with those two things, car prices are up. It's also a seller's market. Like I said, the Prowler sold 24 hours. It's actually like 18 hours it sold. So it's amazing how quick things are selling, and for a premium. So with all that being said, I'm still looking at an Aston Martin Vantage. I did start to look outside of that just to see if there's anything else. Things that come up are the R8, not a bad idea. Obviously it would be the V8, but I would want a manual. A Dodge Viper ACR, now I would be looking at the 2008 model. I think that they made them, the ACR in 2008 and 2009 for that body style. So I would be looking at one of those. I did look at McLaren, the MP4s. They have come down in price. I still don't think that that's a wise decision just because it is the first McLaren to really come out as a mass production vehicle. There's a lot of bespoke parts on there, and that causes a lot of price. So I'm not sure about that. Lastly is a Shelby Series 1. Haven't seen one for sale in a while, but I'm keeping my eye out. That's kind of the price range. Obviously, the McLaren and the Shelby Series 1 are on the high end, and I don't know if I want to throw that much money into a car right now. The Dodge Viper ACR is kind of middle of the road, and then the Aston Martin and the R8 are at the low end of the spectrum. So I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Are you interested in any of those in particular? Leave me some comments below. I'm also interested to see what you think about the market right now, and with car prices being up, do you think that's going to hold? Do you think that we're going to go back down? I'm going to predict that there's going to be somewhat of a bubble happen, and all of a sudden we're going to see car price drop. And that's why I'm not in a big rush. I want to make sure that I do the smart thing. I would like to buy the Aston Martin right now, and I can. However, I believe that when this bubble pops, I'm gonna lose $5,000 to $7,000 immediately. And I'm just not in the market to do that. I would much rather wait, and if it takes a little longer, that's fine too. But I think right now, if you're trying to sell a car, you need to list it immediately. Go ahead and get it listed, get it out the door. People are buying things like crazy and for good money. If you're looking to buy a car, I would say right now is not the time. I would tell you that you probably want to wait just a little bit and then see how this goes. Hopefully I'm right on this. If I'm not, then you should have bought the car. My bad. Either way, you'll still be spending about the same money, so it's not going to cost you money. But if we do have a bubble, it will save you a lot of money. Anyway, so that's the update that's going on. If you looked at the thumbnail and wondering what that was, that's the Prowler on the way out. I just blacked it out so it would look like maybe there was a car coming in. And there will be. It's just not right this second. Anyway, had to give you guys an update on what's going on. I wanted to thank all of you for sharing that information. If you're on Facebook and you follow me, thank you so much. I appreciate all of that. Anyway, I want you guys to have a great Labor Day weekend. Please stay safe, have a lot of fun, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.